Good morning. I'm Latoya Allen. How are you today?
I'm okay.
Okay, and your name is?
Melita Hollis.
And do you prefer to be called Melita or Miss Hollis?
Melita's fine.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be your therapist today. And before we get started, I just want to go over some housekeeping with you. Everything that will be said today in today's session will be confidential, so it won't go outside of the room. Nothing that you say, I'll repeat to anyone. But there is an exception, and that is if you do say something in today's session and it is a threat to yourself or as a threat to someone else, I will have to report that to authorities because that is my duty to do so. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So just go ahead and get started with telling me why you're here today.
I'm here because I need some help. I think I'm depressed. Um, for the My boyfriend broke up with me of 10 years, and there was a lot of promises made that not gonna be fulfilled. I just feel so empty. Um, I can say I know for the last month because it happened the 28th last month. I have called into work. I'm in school. I have not been doing my work. Um, I just feel sad. A lot. I cried. He dumped me saying something about I'm not the same person and he fell in love with and that he couldn't take me no more. And we had a trip planned to go to Spain. I don't see, and we spent all this money, so I don't see how I'm not the same person. I just really think it's somebody else, and I just feel like I'm worthless because I put my all in this with him, and I'm just not going to have what I thought I was going to have.
Okay. And I noticed that you said that you were depressed once before, or you feel that you're depressed. You want to kind of elaborate a little bit more and tell me, what does depression look like to you, or what do you define depression as?
I define depression as when you just have a bunch of emotions and uh, can't cope with things, and you cry and you feel hopeless and you feel empty, like a lot, like what I've described of how I'm feeling. Um, that's what I call depression. He said I'm not the same person. Definitely, what he did to me has definitely caused me not to be the same person. So I just, I just feel depressed. I just feel like I have nothing to offer.
Okay. Well, and I do want, to let you know that it's a perfectly, I guess, okay feeling to have anytime you go through a breakup. And you said that you all were together for 10 years. That's a long time to be with a person. So the feelings of, the hurt and getting over that, that's totally normal. You also said that you're in school, and that you work and that you haven't been doing your school work. You began to say a little bit about work, and can you go into a little bit more detail about that? How's it going? Have you been putting as much energy into it, or have you kind of been distant from it?
Um, I would say with this, I have been distanced from it. I have called him several times, and I don't want to deal with them people there because I had talked about us getting married, and I even showed them the dress I wanted. I thought he was going to propose me with to Spain. I'm gonna look like a fool, and I just can't believe he did me like that. And sometimes I just feel like I can't bear to show my face at work, and then it just make me feel those, and even when I feel like I'm making some steps to deal with how I'm feeling, the fact that when I go into work, I feel like they're looking at me and thinking, "Oh, she's stupid." And so, um, work is not good. I am in school. I'm doing okay in school. Not putting a lot of effort to stay in school. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't have the energy. I feel like what he did to me really zapped my energy. He knew my goal was to try to make the dean's list this year, and he just killed my joy.
Okay. Has have you had any, I guess, problems with depression in the past, or has anyone in your family experienced depression that you know of?
There is a family history of depression. Um, I don't think this should be my first for real, like me seeking help, like and really, um, what do you want to call it? It has really affected my functioning, like my abilities and skills. And this is the first time I mean, you know how you get depressed a little bit when you're missing for checking account or this, that, because you don't have any money. This is so much different than that. I had a life plan, and it's not like that. But um, my mom suffers from depression, and my great grandmother did as well. So it's kind of in the family.
Okay, so there is some history that goes on with that, with depression. So, um, okay. And yeah, I noticed that you said with work you feel ashamed that you can't go, that you feel that they are or will be laughing at you. But have you talked to anyone on your job? Is there any close colleague of yours that you can talk to see, how they feel, or because a lot of times that's our assumption. We assume that people feel this way towards us when in reality, if we just talk to them and to find out where they stand, they could be a really good support system to help you get through it.
Um, no, not really, because like I said, we had this big trip planned, and um, I know how they talk about other people on the job, so I really didn't want to put myself out there. I mean, because I'm already feeling some kind of way, and I just really did not. I didn't want to make it any worse by going to them and then I have to hear "I told you so" and "it took so long to marry you." At this point, wow, so I just didn't want to hear all those
Okay.
thoughts. They were probably already having about him not all this time. So no, I haven't.
Okay. And do you have any close friends or relatives that you may be able to reach out to, for that support? Because you really need some support.
Um, they like him. My family likes him, and I don't have anything nice to say about him right now. So it would be really hard to talk with them about what he's done because I'm kind of thinking they're gonna be on his side when I feel like nobody should be on his side. So it would be kind of hard. My mom loves him. She loves him, and she just knows we've broken up. She just doesn't know like how hard I'm taking it. So, the fact that I think it's somebody else, it's not gonna help to go tell her that. She may want to hurt him, and I'm trying to, avoid that.
Okay. So just so that I, understand and have clarity with what you're saying is that your feelings or reasons for feeling this way, feeling that you might be depressed, is mainly because of your breakup with your boyfriend and not having anyone or any support system to go to and talk to about the feelings that you're having right now.
Pretty much you.
Okay. Well, what we want to do is focus on you getting better and getting back to that happy place that you were once at. So what are some of the goals, I guess, that you want to reach, or how do you see yourself getting back um, to with school, and of course with work as well?
I guess with school, I'm gonna have to talk to the dean because, well, I mean, I've been turning in some of my work, but it's not probably not quality. It's probably not complete. And so I would need to talk to them about remediating some work or getting some extra time, um, just so I can, be on the right track to graduate. So I just need to get just let them know what I'm dealing with and see if they can provide me with some extra support because
Okay.
that's what I'm thinking I need for school.
Okay, and that's a good support system to have because that can lead to having someone to talk to about the problems and even getting some feedback from them as well, and just having that real support there for when you may feel a little down or when you feel like things aren't going the way that you had planned or your goals that you have. So that's really good. Is there anyone else that you have that you may reach out to either at school or, like I said, at work. I know you said that there's really no one there, but anyone in the community that you may reach out to, or
Mm, I have a friend that actually does Christian counseling. I just didn't tell her because I didn't want to reach out to her because I just didn't. I mean, she's a Christian counselor. I don't know what she would say about our situation, and I don't want to hear, biblical. Maybe God is trying to show you something. That I just didn't feel like I was ready to hear that. But she generally listens to anything I have to say, so I have her. I just don't want to hear all that stuff.
okay. Well, that's a good tool to use, as well, to reach out to, and hopefully she will be able to be unbiased, with telling you or helping you to get through and setting some goals for you. Another concern for me is the history of depression with your family. Does anyone take medication for it, or has it been extensive to where or where they have had to get, I guess, in-house therapy or in-house stay?
My great grandmother did. My mom takes medication, so her depression has been somewhat stable over the years. So she just takes medication.
Okay. And do you feel that that is something that you might need?
At this time, I don't think so. I don't really want to take medication. I just think this was a devastating situation for me. I just can't bounce back, but just given time, I guess that's what I've heard. I've
Hmm.
read on the internet that time heals all wounds, and so I just think having someone to talk to is the time for me to be okay.
Okay. Well, I definitely think that you're on the right track. I think that, the speaking with your dean or advisor at school and reaching out to your friend who's a advisor as well or counselor will definitely be of benefit to you. And I do want to let you know that, if you do need to reach out to me for anything else or for further sessions, that I'm available as well to speak to, and we can go from there with helping to reach those goals that you have. But I think you have a good plan in motion, and that just following through with those steps will be most beneficial for you.
Okay.
Okay. Are there any other questions that you have for me, or no? Okay. All right. Well, again, I want to keep in contact with you. If you need anything, you have my number, so that you can reach me. But I think you will definitely succeed. You're on the track to doing that. So